The sun, the center of our solar system, is more than just a giant ball of fire. Believe it or not, it has spots on its surface. Ever wondered what those spots are and why they appear? Well, get ready, because today we're diving deep into the mystery of sunspots. Before we get into sunspots, let's talk about the sun itself. Our sun is a massive star made up mostly of hydrogen and helium gases. It's over 1.3 million times larger than Earth and has been burning for about 4.6 billion years. This incredible powerhouse provides the energy that supports life on Earth. The sun has different layers, from its core, where nuclear fusion happens, to the outer layer, called the photosphere, where sunspots appear. Now, let's get into the real mystery sunspots. Sunspots are dark patches on the sun's surface, and even though they look small from Earth, they can be absolutely massive. Some sunspots are so big, you could fit several Earths inside them. But why do they look dark? It's because sunspots are actually cooler than the rest of the sun. While the surface of the sun reaches temperatures of 5,500 degrees Celsius, sunspots are only about 3,500 degrees Celsius, which makes them appear darker compared to the bright, hotter surroundings. Sunspots form because of the sun's intense magnetic field. Imagine the sun as a giant magnet with a twisting, tangled magnetic field. These magnetic forces are so strong that they can temporarily cool down some parts of the sun's surface, creating sunspots. Sunspots are often found in pairs or groups, connected by magnetic field lines that loop above the surface. The interaction of these magnetic fields can lead to some pretty exciting events on the sun. Sunspots aren't just random. They follow a pattern called the solar cycle. Every 11 years, the sun goes from having very few sunspots to having many, and then the cycle starts over again. When the sun has more sunspots, it's more active. This period of increased solar activity can lead to powerful events like solar flares and coronal mass ejections. These are bursts of energy and solar material that can even affect Earth. Solar flares can cause auroras, those beautiful lights in the sky near the poles. And in some cases, they can even disrupt satellite communications and power grids on Earth. So why do we care about sunspots? Scientists study sunspots to better understand the sun's behavior. By tracking sunspots, they can predict solar activity, which helps us prepare for solar storms that might affect Earth. Sunspots have been observed for hundreds of years, even before we had modern technology. Ancient astronomers in China and the Middle East recorded their observations of sunspots as far back as 2,000 years ago. Back in the 17th century, astronomers like Galileo Galilei used early telescopes to observe sunspots, discovering that the sun rotates and that these spots move across its surface. Today, with advanced technology, we can observe the sun in incredible detail, learning even more about sunspots and their impact on our solar system. Who knows what we might discover about the sun in the future? There's an interesting question many people ask. Do sunspots affect Earth's climate? Some scientists believe that the number of sunspots could have a small effect on Earth's temperature, but most agree that sunspots alone don't cause major changes in our climate. While there might be some small connections between solar activity and climate, human activities like burning fossil fuels are the major drivers of climate change on Earth. In the end, sunspots are just one fascinating aspect of the sun's dynamic and ever-changing nature. Our sun isn't just a ball of gas burning in space, it's alive with activity, from sunspots to solar flares, all driven by its powerful magnetic field. So next time you think about the sun, remember it has spots, sunspots, and they're key to understanding the powerful star that gives life to our planet. Like, subscribe, and stay curious for more space wonders.